Come with me to do a partial refresh on my client who I have not colored in about 3.5 months. I'm going to do a partial foil mixed with a little balayage on the ends to help get rid of some yellow prior to toning. And this is actually a replay from my TikTok live on January 17th, 2025. So for my girl's formulation, I mixed her up using Oligo Cool Tone Bleach and 10 volume. So don't freak out when you see me overlapping the bleach here. It is all good. I also prep every single one of my clients with K18. K18 helps you push boundaries when it comes to making blondes blonder, and I cannot thank them enough because since I started using them 2 years ago about now, it has changed the life of my clients' hair, and it also has helped me tremendously with delivering better results to my blonde clients. But anyways, as I'm foiling here, I am doing mainly super fine slices. I like to do slicing for my clients that like more of an all over blonde effect. Somebody who doesn't want a ton of contrast and dimension, for that I would do weaving and probably thick weaves, but for something like this I do really fine slices. Also, once I'm done foiling up the back, I am going to mix up Oligo Clay bleach and 20 volume to help brighten up the ends on the surface that are showing the most because they're a little bit yellowy, and I like to remove that warmth prior to toning so I don't have to worry about the toner fading out and having her look kind of warm and dingy in a few washes. As for the foils that are super cute, they are from Framar. They are the espresso martini ones. They're super cute. But anyways, here I go in doing the painting. I like to use a chip brush from Home Depot for this, and that is my foil board that I created that I'm using. I like my huge foil board because it helps me create a major big canvas while having a lot of control. Also, clay lightener is really gentle. It really doesn't lift that much. So I did use 20 volume over 10 volume for this exact reason. Sometimes you have to overlap bleach on bleach in order to give your blondes the desired result. I know it can be super scary, but the fact is that if you put a toner on somebody who wants to be really blonde and they only pulled to a yellowy blonde, it's not going to look as bright as if you put a toner on white blonde. And of course, this is not something that's for everybody. My girl takes really good care of her hair. Her hair is also in super great condition and was able to handle the bleach on bleach. And when I'm foiling too, I'm using 10 volume, like I said. But another thing that's a little bit hard to tell as the video is going is that I am doing heavier saturation on the dark pieces and a lot lighter of saturation on the previously blonde pieces. Saturation is also going to affect how blonde somebody goes. So on her virgin hair, I am putting a lot more bleach than on the previously blonde because I need more levels of lift on the darker hair and less levels of lift on the previously lightened. Also around her hairline where her hair is super fine, it doesn't have as much yellow that was pulled from the previous service. It lifted great. So over there, I'm not pulling any lightener through for that reason. I also enjoy rinsing the foils as I go. So those back foils, the reason why I painted right away was because I know the back foils are going to be done processing before the tops and the sides because I started foiling back there. So I decided to paint the hair in the back as soon as I was done with those back foil sectioning so that when those foils are done cooking, I'm able to rinse them out with the clay lightener all in the same exact time. Also, as I'm foiling the front pieces over here, I am doing 3 back-to-back superfine foils for her money piece, and then when I connect them together, I am doing a couple little back combing sections because I don't want to have the money piece looking like a crazy headband. I just want it to look like hair contouring. So doing those 2 little teasy lights in the front is going to help her look really bright in the front section without it all starting from the very top of the root. It's almost going to help create a waterfall effect in the front of her hairline, which you guys will see at the end. But as I'm going through here on the sides, she lifted great in some of the sections, so I'm really not pulling through on those super blonde pieces, but I am going to be painting the hair that is left out. Sometimes I do mohawk sectioning, sometimes I do horizontal. In this case, I am doing horizontal sectioning because I'm trying to create an overall veil of brightness. Also, that was Tater Tot. Tater Tot is the salon owner. It's his salon. I am just working in it. But truly, I could not have asked for a better partner in crime. Partner, like a paw, you know, that's what I'm trying to say here. But anyways, he's my absolute best friend. I love him. He's also really good at formulating hair color. So if you don't like my formulation, take it up with him. Speaking of formulation, I'm almost done foiling. After the foils are done, I am going to do a root tap. For that, I mixed up Oligo Calura Gloss, equal parts 8N, 8A. And for her toner on the ends, we mixed up Calura Gloss, 10V, and Clear for 5 minutes, equal parts. And these are the final results.